Believe it or not, this is a brand new 2024 Ram 2500, unsold. And what happens to trucks like this? 3 years old basically, and it's still a brand new truck. Now, I am here at Ken Garff Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram in West Valley, Utah. Be sure to text Ezra. I'm pretty sure if you're someone, maybe you're a hot shot, or maybe you want a nice truck now, you want to do something a little different. This has a 10,000 pound GVWR, and I'm pretty sure if you make them an offer, they probably will entertain it, because this truck is 3 years old. 3 years old. Let's see how much it costs. So here's the description. Base price back then was $77,235. You guys see a short listing of the standard features. This truck does have the 68 RFE. And you guys see right there, chrome bumper package, Tow Tech Plus group, limited level 1. It has a few other features here. Be sure to pause. I'm not gonna read them all out, but it has a lot of nice features on this one. Now, destination back then was $1995, it's $27.95 now. Total price is $96,660. I'm willing to bet you, if you were looking to buy this truck, you can offer them I mean, obviously within reason, nothing crazy. You can't offer 40 grand for this truck. I mean, I wouldn't even sell it for that low. But you can probably really get them to get aggressive on this guy, because it's been here for a while, and I'm pretty sure they want to get rid of it. Here's what we're gonna do next. I just reset the mileage at the dealership. I'm gonna see what kind of fuel economy this truck gets, because I have not driven these trucks in a long time. And I wanna see if there's any drivability issues, because I'm not gonna lie to you guys, if there's any issues, then I may not even post this video. I might just tell the dealership, hey, fix these things, and then I can do a video on it. But as of right now, there's no check engine light. I'm pretty sure they've changed the oil in this thing since it's been here for so long, and I'm sure they've done the fuel filters, because it will tell you on here after a certain time that they need to be, changed out. But one thing I like about the Ram trucks, it's probably one of my favorite features that the others don't give you, is you can adjust that convex so easily. So if you tow a trailer, if you are unloaded, you can basically set the mirrors however you need, and you don't need someone on that side to help you try to adjust it, right? So that's a really nice feature that the Rams give you. Now let's see here. As far as the temperatures go, I'm going to show you guys. They should be right here. So here is the coolant. Look at that transmission. It's 171. Batteries at 13.7. Oil life. So again, they've had to change the oil in this thing since they've had it. 190 degree for the oil. You guys see that PSI, 49 PSI. And DPF is at 0. So I want to show you guys this. This was concerning to me. It had 8 idle hours, 1 drive hour. So obviously, because it's been moving around the lot a few times in the time that it's been here, is going to have a higher number for obviously the idle hours, right? So just keep that in mind. But yeah, if I were buying this truck, I would probably have them change the oil one last time. I would probably have them maybe pull the fuel filters. I would want to see them too, just to make sure there's no buildup, because if you don't know, if there's any fuel related issues, it's not covered under the warranty. So yes, if you're looking to buy this truck, I would make sure the dealership does do their inspection before it leaves the dealership. That way you're not dealing with a lot of issues. And I would even consider them looking at the batteries too, to make sure that they're good. But you guys saw it did. Actually, I don't think I showed it to you guys. It did start up though. I had a chance to get this truck started up, but they did jump it earlier today because they were obviously dead. So I would have them check those 3 things for sure. Now, if I were a hot shotter, I would love to have a truck like this, just simply because it's just a nice pickup. Great seats, have the 12-inch display. I think we're gonna get off right here too. I think I've pretty much proven a point. This truck is actually in good condition. We're at 16 mpg. So we'll see what happens when we get back to the dealership. Now, if you don't live in the area, I have to obviously talk to you guys about my Lorenzo oil with the TS2 guard real quickly, and my oil bypass through Insane Diesel. I have a website for it. if you guys live in the area, you have to check out Josh's new shop. So he does have his own shop now. And if you would like for him to do some of those upgrades like the oil bypass, Lorenzo oil, any Banks products, he can get all that stuff done on this truck. And this truck does still have its factory warranty, and those things are going to still be available to you on this truck. Just check with Ezra. I'm pretty sure it's still not reported as sold, so he can go ahead and give you that information. So yeah, let's go ahead and see what the fuel economy is when we get back to the dealership. I almost forgot, we gotta check out this exhaust brake. I haven't done it in a long time, so why not? Now I gotta show you guys the horsepower too for it too. Golly, that thing is, you know, it's been such a long time since I've driven these trucks. The exhaust brake on these things are so stinking good. Like, it is absolutely phenomenal. And whew, you know, the one with the ZF transmission is good, but I think because this truck has a 373, that's the main reason why it performs so well. Now, I will admit to you guys, I've mentioned this before and I'm gonna mention it again. The AC in the Ram trucks is okay. It is not great. Like, when I get in a Ford or a GM truck, I find myself turning up the AC because it gets so cold. With the Ram trucks, man, they really gotta fix that. I gotta test this out on a 2025 plus truck, because the only way I can be comfortable in here is if I have the AC all the way down with the ventilated seats on. The ventilated seats work great, but like I said, the air conditioning in these, and I remember this with my truck too, it was just okay. But I think that Ram should definitely consider like doing something a little bit better, you know, with theirs. But yeah, a lot of nice features in this truck. And again, when you buy Limited, you're buying pretty much the best of the best. I think this is still the best interior. This looks great. The fit and finishes, even like things like the wood, like you have like this really nice wood design, the speaker grill design, everything just looks so good. I like the big screens. You have this guy up here, and if you don't remember on the window sticker, if you are towing a trailer, you do have mirrors with cameras. So man, this exhaust brake is too strong. It's like slowing me down. You have dual stage, by the way, too. But yeah, you have that split down the mirror here, which is really nice. We pretty much got 17.6 miles to the gallon, driving 10.6 miles. So I don't see any drivability issues with this truck here. No check engine lights. So like I said, this is something I recommend here. Again, if you drive 50, 60, 80,000 miles a year, I mean, this truck's already 2 years old and only has basically 50 miles on it. Not bad. Here's something else to consider. If you are someone looking to do weight loss program, you guys know I have a promo code through DieselR Corp. Obviously, check your laws and regulations where you live at. You could potentially go ahead and do weight loss program on this truck right now. So as of 2024, you only had the option for the standard output Cummins for the 3/4 tons. So this engine is 370 horsepower, 850 pound-feet of torque. So yes, it does have great performance. And I will say with the 68 RFE, this is a good time to even build that out too. So if you're looking to build a true bulletproof pickup, doing the Banks Love package, obviously with the Monster Ram intake, highly recommended for that. And of course, if you want to do the flat tappet conversion, again, Josh is your guy. He can do anything you want. Anything with Banks, anything with Hamilton cams for the upgrade for that. And of course, if you want to do weight loss, you got to find someone else to do that. I can't see him doing that because obviously he just started his shop, so can't take on that liability. Now, that 6-speed transmission behind this engine is reliable. I know that some people say they don't like that transmission, but obviously if you're going to build this truck for performance, you're gonna have to build a transmission. And a lot of guys will complain about it, saying it doesn't hold power, but I'm like, the Eisen is not much better because it's a medium duty transmission. So yeah, I think that this is a really good platform, and yeah, I would definitely see with Ezra what they can potentially do on this truck. But it has a mega cab configuration, has the Ram boxes, so you have some nice storage. We did actually clean this truck too really quickly. I had the detail guys help me out with that. I wanted to show it to you guys all in all of its glory. It has this step back here. Oop, one more time. There it is. It has a step. This is the tailgate. You have the camera input here for your rear view mirror for tow mode. Backup camera, and there's a light down here too that shines for your class 4 hitch. Bed lights. And of course, as you guys saw on the window sticker, it has the clearance lights and sunroof. Power glass. You have 2 cameras up here, one for bed view, one for your rear view mirror, and if you don't know, you have ram boxes on both sides. Now this truck did have a 373 rear, anti-spin, which comes a part of the diesel. The new trucks now have a 342, so you do have a little bit higher RPM. And I will say that you're going to get a little bit better fuel economy with the 8-speed, obviously with the 342. But yeah, I like the way this truck feels, obviously with the higher RPM, because it feels like you have a little bit more grunt when you're going at about 60 miles an hour. And of course, if you plan on running bigger tires, it's just nice having the lower gearing that this truck has here. Let's check out the interior real quickly. I think that the Ram's interiors still have some of the best fit and finish. Stitch patterns are great. Speaker grills, killer. A lot of leather, right? Even on the dash, you have a premium dash here. Also on the center console, which is no surprise. They do have a wireless charger here. Tilt headrest, and then these are 10-way. The lumbar does go in and out. Power pedals, and only a tilt steering wheel in 2024 and 2026 too, basically. Out back, same interior design, tons of storage. Now, as I was saying, I think I said it earlier, these seats will lay completely flat, both sides, and you guys basically see you have storage behind here too when the seats are up, but you have a solid floor surface. So if you don't need someone to sit back here, this truck has the best setup for basically hot shotters. A lot of storage, and if you do decide to keep the seat up, you have the storage behind the seat and below it. And when I have my mega cab, when we live full-time in our RV, I use all that storage in my truck. Outboard heated seats. And real quickly, I'm going to show you guys the numbers, and we're going to discuss what do dealerships do to basically sell these unsold trucks. Gross axle weight rating out front is 6,000 pounds. The rear is 6,040. 10,000 pound GVWR. The wheels are 20 by 8 wide, and then all-in payload is a measly 1,570 pounds. This is why you buy 3/4 ton, however, 65 psi front and rear, so really low tire pressure, which is why the truck rode so great. Now, in closing, what do dealerships do with these unsold trucks? Because most of you know the manufacturer's not going to take it back, right? Some dealerships will probably buy the truck, and what they'll do is they'll just mark it as sold, title it, and then they'll just turn around and put it back on the used car market as a used vehicle. That way they get all the incentives for it. Now, there is what's called a final pay. So once a manufacturer decides, okay, for this truck obviously went into 2025, so there was a final pay for this truck. So they got all the incentives that were available, and they had to basically take them and apply it to this truck. So at this point, I'm actually shocked that they haven't just registered the truck and then just show it as a used vehicle. But no, this is still a brand new pickup truck, and confirm with Ezra, I'm not saying in this video that it's a brand new truck, because something could have happened between now and the time I did this video. So as of right now, I do know that the truck is considered new, and if that's the case, if you did buy it, you will be getting the full warranty for it as well. And that's what's nice about this truck is too, if you do have any issues with it, it's still technically under warranty. And in a lot of cases, dealerships, like, I don't know how King Garff does it, but back home when I was, you know, working in dealerships, we had what was called floor plan. And floor plan is basically a way to help dealerships not have to float so much money for their inventory. So the banks basically own their cars when they have a floor plan, and they pay a small percentage of interest on each car. And that way they don't have to, you know, have millions of dollars outstanding with all of this inventory, right? Because it's insured, and it is a good tax write-off for the dealership too. But that's the sucky thing about it, is you're paying interest on these cars. It's all interest. So that's another expense, but it does help benefit them as well. So yeah, in most cases, these trucks do wind up selling. You know, I think the issue with this one is it's not on the website, so no one even knows it's here. And that's why I did this video, to kind of help them out and see if Edra can maybe put together some pricing for you guys. So let's go see. Actually, you know what? Just text them. I actually have to go. It's 3:30, and normally I gotta fight traffic for an hour to get home. So, and I gotta edit videos. So be sure to text him. His number at the beginning of the video. And if anything, I'll do a follow-up video. But yeah, so far the truck is good. You guys saw, no check engine lights. We just had to jump start it, you know, at the beginning of the day. We did wash it off really good and got all the grime off of it. So this is a nice truck, and I do recommend it. So if you're in the market, be sure to ask for Edra, and I'll see you guys soon.